Hey guys, Gavin716 and I'm bringing you a Minecraft PS4 update. Today is the 5th of October. It is now 1 PM or 1 AM at the time of recording this. And let me just bring you out the update. So, first off we have banners. As you can see there, we have banners with designs and then these plain regular banners. Now the banner recipe is a stick and 6 pieces of wool. You can do this, you can access this menu by going to the crafting table and pressing L2 or R2 to change which type you want to go to. Obviously L1 and R1 changes group. So once you're here, you want to go over to your banner. So say you make it a blue one, go to that, Elan plus triangle, and this allows you to bring up the new menu. You can make stripes, different sort of patterns on it, halves, shapes, borders, backgrounds, and symbols. So I've already done some creeper ones. So what I will do is I'll make a creeper one again, show you how it's all done. So I'll make a creeper, and I'm going to get a nice bit of rose red dye, I think. Or do I want rose red actually? Debating, do I want rose red? I think. Yeah, go for rose red. Banners, triangle, go to symbols, creeper, go through to rose red, press triangle to add it, X to create it, and there you go, one brand new banner. Now of course this brings us one step closer to the possibility of having capes on Minecraft on PS4. Move on to the next update. Here we have the new blocks that have been added into the game. We have endstone brick, bone block, the red nether brick, which I think looks pretty cool. I can imagine some really artistic builds being done with this, as well with the endstone brick. I always wanted endstone brick since there wasn't really much use for the endstone. Magma block. Now this has a light level. I believe it's a light level of 3, so it's okay for nighttime. As well as that being made out of magma, it does also have a burning effect. So monsters that are walking across it will get burnt. So it also acts as a nice little trap. We then have a nether wart block, which I'm going to just assume is made out of 9 pieces of nether wart, which is kind of a decent idea because it means you don't have to store so much of it in your chest, and you can literally just have these blocks all placed around. And the next one here, and the final block that's been added, is the grass path block. Now these I will show off quickly here. Not in this particular village in particular, but in a normal village, in a normal like plains biome, jungle biome, etc. This is now the new pathway design. What they're made out of. Otherwise, for this normal biome here, for this desert one, it's made out of just sandstone. Another change that's happened is when it comes to going to different biomes. If you was to find a village in a jungle biome, the corners of it will be made out of jungle wood. But if you just find one in a taiga biome, that'll all be made out of spruce wood. And another little note, go on to jungle biomes and all the other biomes. Polar bears have actually been added now, so they, I believe, are being found in the taiga biomes where it's nice and cold. These little cute things. Obviously, there's a baby one as well, and from what I'm aware, I think there might be a drop of fish. Haven't confirmed this yet, but hey, we can all find out together. Go to sword, and sorry, Mr. Bear. So yeah, this seems to drop fish. Is it the same for babies, or well, these things are quite quick, aren't they? So no, I don't think the babies actually drop anything. So no, the babies don't actually drop anything. This obviously is a new spawn egg for them, and you can just spawn them in your own world. Is it always the same fish? It does seem to be the same fish. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so they just seem to drop raw fish on every time, which is a good idea. Also comes in handy for when you're trying to get some food and you happen to run by a bunch of polar bears. Not only do you kill a polar bear for experience, you get some food along the way. So as well as that, other items that have been added are as follows: new food types. If you go along to the food, we now have beetroot, which obviously means there's beetroot soup, and of course not only is there beetroot soup, there has to be the one and only beetroot seeds. So you'll farm beetroot seeds in an old farm. I'm assuming some villages around the maps will have beetroot seeds being used in them, just like there was with potatoes, with wheat and everything else. You plant them just as normal, and then of course when it comes to them being fully grown, you'll be able to pick them. Bone meal. And of course I can't pick them because in creative mode it just breaks them. But anyway, you'll get some beetroot and you can make a beetroot soup as well. Which is a brilliant idea, and this is now where I get to show you the whole idea of this being a light source as well. So obviously this is the magma block. I'm assuming it hopefully isn't going to burn anything down. So far it hasn't burnt down my wooden blocks here, so hopefully that's a thing that doesn't happen, and hopefully it's not a thing that gets implemented. When we go over to the beetroot soup though, here is the recipe: 1 bowl with 6 beetroot, which isn't too bad I suppose, and I don't actually know the healing rate of it yet, but I believe it's going to be similar, if not slightly less than mushroom stew in general. Bear in mind, mushroom stew is a little bit harder to craft, whereas I'm going to assume this is going to be much easier. Just going to place that down. One thing I have noticed so far with the banners actually is I think it's maybe a little bug, but if you place a banner down as normal and go to place one on the lower half, it does actually sink it into the ground. And if you break it there, it doesn't reappear again. So it may be a little bug. Either that, it's just how Mojang decided to make the code work. Either way, I think it's cool, and it's going to bring some pretty decent designs and builds made. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for what's been added to this, as well as that actually a few smaller things. The Frostwalker and Mending 1. I'm going to assume there's Mending 2, 3, if not then there's just the Mending enchantment, but the new enchantments that have been brought out. So I believe Frostwalker prevents you from getting some form of frost damage when you're in a winter biome, and Mending I'm assuming has a chance of repairing a tool, which is all good as well. As well as that, there have been igloos added to the game. So these will be found in the biomes where you will find polar bears, which is obviously the Arctic biomes and the taiga biomes, I believe. But I know for definite it is the Arctic biomes. Now, one other thing that I think has been added, which I will just double quickly check. If you go over to settings, no, not settings, how to play, what's new, the other item is fossils. That's the one, fossils, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't currently know where fossils are located or how to obtain fossils. I've had a look through the items menu and I haven't been able to find anything. As soon as I find something out about the fossils, I will be keeping you guys up to date. And until the next video, make sure to keep an eye out for all the future updates, and follow me here on youtube.com/TeenCraftLPs, as well as that I do sometimes go live over at twitch.tv /TeenCraftLPs. Obviously that will be linked in the description as well. Massive shout out to Kaiser96, and until the next video, take care and peace.